In this video, I am going to explain about the flow of execution of the program. For example, in this program, I am going to explain about the flow of execution. That means the order in which the program has to be executed. We are going to concentrate on this. Okay, this is only asking in your question paper regularly. Here, first the interpreter read the first statement. Okay, it start with the def keyword, so it will be considered as a and ends with a colon, so it will be considered as the function header. So it will ignore all the intended statements, all the intended statements belonging to the function update. For example, line 2 to 5 are belonging to this function. Okay, these statements are ignored. So first it will read the line 1, then it will move on to the line non-intended statement, start from the line 6. So it will read the line number 6. Okay, it will execute the line number 6. Here I have put in line number 6, it will create the global environment. First the A is assigned with the value of 10 and it will print the ID of A. So what is the then seventh statement it will execute, it print the address of A. What is the address of A? It's end with, here you see here, it is end with 984. Okay, then it will call the then it will execute the 8th statement. Okay, here I have given, it will execute the 8th statement. 8th statement is a function calling statement and it will pass the argument A to the function definition. So the argument A, which is contain the value of 10, which is passed to the parameter in the function. So X will receive. Now when we are calling when it's encounter the function calling statement, immediately it will create the local environment for the local environment for update function as created. Okay, update function as created. That is execution frame is created here. Okay, execution frame, in which one the execution frame only all the statements belonging to the function, that is function body. Okay, function body's line start from 2 to 5 will be executed here. Okay, execution frame has created. Then so the control transferred to the, okay, when the control transferred to the first statement. In the first statement, okay, the X is getting, what is the value? X is getting the value of 10. Okay, it receives the value from the argument A. So then first immediately it will print the, then it will execute the statement 2. In the statement 2, it will print the address of X. What is the address of X? Before, that is see here, address of X is still 9804 only, because we didn't do any modification. So X is also pointing the X and A, both are as per this line. The X and A both are pointing the same location, okay, with the same value of 10. Okay, but when I am trying after executing the third line, what is the third line in the local environment? In the local environment, the third line is we are trying to modify the value of X. When you are trying to modify the value of X, X is an immutable variable. It refer the here I have modified the value of X so that the X new variable, it will execute the fourth statement. It will that is after changing the value, I am trying to print the X. Now the X is which point to the new location. What is the new location? So here I have given for you. What is the new location address is 920. Okay, so it is a immutable type. Immutable type means when you are changing the value, it point to the value stored in the new memory location. Then it will print the fifth line. So what is the fifth line? It will print the what is the value present in the X. X is having, currently the X is having 8. So you already know the X is a new variable which is created. So which is having the local scope of the variable is local, that is it is local to the function. When you are coming out of the function, the X gets deleted. Okay, that is the lifetime of the variable. This is a local variable which can be, this X, new X can be accessed only within the function when you come out of the function. So after execution of the function, the control transferred to the next line of the function call statement. What is the next line of the function call statement? It is then line number 9 because the function call statement doesn't have any written assignment operator. So the control move on to the after executing the 5th line. See here, after executing the 5th line, the control move to the next statement of function call. What is the next statement? 9. In the 9, the A still point to the value of 10. In this way, the program execution work. Okay. In this 5th statement, you are coming out of the function. So, the local environment is deleted. Here, the local environment deleted. That means we are entering deleted. Okay, that means we are entering into the once again you are entering into the global environment. That is, you are executing the statement which is available in the main program. Okay. Okay, in the same way, that is I have done before now, that in the same way you can number these statements and you can find out the program execution. So once again I am doing this for this. Here in the last session we have passed the immutable argument to the function. But this time we are passing the mutable argument like list to the functions. Okay. So here I am going to show the flow of execution for you. First the line number start with 1. So just first I am putting the line number for you to show the flow of execution. 4. Okay, then 5. Here it is 6, 7, then 8. Okay, then 9th. So there are totally 9 statements are there. First we will arrange the function. It start with function, so it has to be intended. These are all statements belonging to the function. So I am intending these statements. Okay, intending means some giving space. Okay, then these are all in the main statements belonging to the main program. So it should be in the same line of D. Start with the D. Okay, then so I have arranged this. So now I am explaining this. We are mutable. Mutable means we can modify the value, so that we can modify the value in the original location itself. Okay, the same place itself. That is a mutable concept. Here I am starting flow of execution for you. First, initially it will read the first statement. After reading the first def keyword, it will be considered as a function header. So the lines between the 2 to 5 ignored. Okay, lines between that is the statements between the 2 to 5 ignored, since all statements belong to the function. Then it will read the 6th line. Okay, in this 6th line I am creating the list. Okay, list is created, and the 7th line I am printing the address of the list. What is the address? You know already. List is a storage container. Okay, storage container. The list of 0, you know address. What is the address of the list? 160. Okay, so address is 160. Okay, list of 0, you know what is the list of 0 point? So list of 0th element points to 10, and list of 1 points to 20 value, and list of 2 points to the value of 30 now. Okay, then we are printing that. Okay, here we are in the 7th statement as executed. Then we are calling the function call. It is a function call. So when you are encountering the function call, it will immediately create the execution function call. 8th statement is function call. Okay, it will pass the list as an argument. Here it will pass the list as argument. Okay, list as an argument. Understand? So after that is when you are encountering the function call, it will immediately create the execution frame. So I already told execution frame. It will create the execution frame for executing the function body. Okay, for executing the function body. So the control move, now the control move to the line number 1. Okay, it will execute so that the list here the list parameter will receive all the value of list arguments. Then it will execute the line number 2. The line number 2 we are printing. Once again you are printing the address of the list. Still it is pointing the same location. So address, still it is pointing the same location, and we are moved to the third we are executing a third line. Third line we are updating the list with a new value. Updating the list with a new value which is 25. So after updating, what is that? First element. We are updating the first element. The first element already pointing the value of 20. Now we are updated with the value of, now it's point to the 25. Okay, 25 which is available in some other location. Okay, so now once again it is executing the ID list. Okay, what is the address of, still it is address. What is the address? Still the list is pointing the same address only. Okay, for example, this is the list, means the list, I am telling that the list is, okay, list address is same. Suppose the list is stored in 160 address, but each list, but all the elements of list. So first element, what is the first element? 0th element stored in the address, stored in the address of, what is the 0th element? 10. 10, value 10 is stored in the address of 1, that is, we can call it as, we assume we can, it is stored in the 164. Then first element, okay, first element stored in the address of 168. What is the first element? 20. Okay, then second element, what is the second element? Stored in the address of 170. What is the value? 170. 30 is available. Okay, after changing that first position, the first, now it first location now points different address. Okay, since its value is updated, different address, that is, it's point to, maybe it point to the 174. It changed with the value of 25. Okay, this is the concept, but we never change the list address. Okay, here I go, so statement 4 is executed, and once again I am coming to this statement 5 is executed. Statement 5, what is the statement 5? We are printing the result, list value. We are print the list values. So after that, all the statements in the function is over. So the control once again return to the where the control from where it has come, but it has come from the 8th statement, but it won't go for the 8th statement since there is no assignment after assignment operator here. So it will move on to the 9th statement, and once again it will print the value in the value in the list, so that we will now the value has changed 10, 25, 30. In this way the program is executed. So when you are encountering the eighth line, that is eighth line is the function calling statement. Here the local environment is created for for the update function. Then after executing the 5th line, the local environment, here the local environment is deleted. Okay, once again from the 9th line it will come for the global environment, which is the main, all the main, that is global environment means all the statements belonging to the main program, not related with the functions. Okay, understand? This is the output for the previous program. Then we are going to talk about the type of argument. There are 2 types of arguments. Already I told that former argument, actual argument. Actual argument means it is available in the function call. Okay, it is a original. I told now it's a original value. We are passing the duplicate copy. The duplicate copy which is stored in some other location. Suppose the 5 is a variable which is stored in the address of 170 means, okay, while passing, 5 is a value which is stored in the some other location, that is 170, and okay, after passing actual argument, the actual argument will pass into the that is a formal argument, a parameter, or also called as formal argument. Okay, the formal argument, if you are trying to change the formal argument, it will take the new address. Okay, so here I am passing the 5, 6. So A will receive 5 and B will receive 6. So it will be added. So here I have given this program only to demonstrate what is the formal argument, what is the actual argument. Okay. Then type of actual arguments. So there are 4 types of actual arguments. One, so I am numbering this one, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 types of, okay, here. So there are 5 types of actual arguments are there. Positional or required or mandatory arguments. It's mandatory means compulsory. It's a keyword argument, default argument, variable length. Variable length means we can pass. We don't know how many number of arguments we are going to pass. We can pass any number of arguments to the function definitions. Okay. So here it starts with the star parameter name, and keyword variable length means we are passing the